Welcome to English class with Sia's stories. The Garden of Love. In a small town, there was an old house at the end of a quiet street. Behind the house was a beautiful garden filled with flowers of every color, tall trees that swayed gently in the breeze, and a small pond where fish swam peacefully. This garden was special, not because of its beauty, but because it was tended with love by Mrs. Evelyn, a kind and gentle woman who had no children of her own but loved every child in the neighborhood. Mrs. Evelyn's garden was a place where all the neighborhood children loved to gather. They felt safe and happy there, surrounded by the love that Mrs. Evelyn poured into every plant, every flower, and every corner of the garden. But Mrs. Evelyn's love didn't stop at the garden. She had a way of making every child feel special, as if they were the most important person in the world. Mrs. Evelyn kneeling beside a little boy who looked sad, gently asking him what's wrong, and then comforting him with kind words. One day, a new family moved into the neighborhood. They had a little girl named Lily, who was shy and didn't speak much. She had just lost her father, and her heart was heavy with sadness. The other children tried to include her in their games, but Lily preferred to stay alone, watching them from a distance. Mrs. Evelyn noticed Lily and, with her gentle heart, decided to reach out to her. She invited Lily to help her in the garden, showing her how to plant seeds and care for the flowers. At first, Lily was quiet and hesitant, but Mrs. Evelyn's patience and kindness slowly began to warm her heart. Mrs. Evelyn softly, Lily, flowers grow best when they're just like flowers. We all need love to help us grow and feel strong. As the days passed, Lily began to open up. She started to smile more, and her eyes sparkled with the joy of being in the garden. Mrs. Evelyn taught her how to plant a special flower, a bright, yellow sunflower just for her. Lily took great care of it, visiting the garden every day to see how it was growing. One day, the sunflower bloomed, standing tall and radiant, just like Lily's spirit. She felt proud of what she had helped grow and realized the love and care that Mrs. Evelyn had shown her had helped her heal, bringing light back into her life. Narrator. From that day on, Lily became an important part of the garden and the group of children. She played, laughed, and even helped Mrs. Evelyn teach the other children how to care for the plants. The garden had become more than just a place of beauty. It was a place of love, where every child could feel safe, happy, and loved. The love that Mrs. Evelyn shared with the children didn't just help them grow, it also created a bond between them that was as strong as the roots of the trees in the garden. And as the children, who learned that with love, they could overcome anything. Moral love is the most powerful force. It can heal, nurture, and help us grow, just like the sun helps flowers bloom.